Hey, so in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to get set up with Claude Code on your computer. It's going to be a little bit meta, but I've basically created this walkthrough steps, a series of steps on how to set up Claude Code using Claude Code. And so you can obviously do things like this or things that are a little bit more GTM oriented. And I'll walk you through in future videos in terms of like how we use it. But my team and I have completely sort of migrated over to Claude Code for all sort of GTM work, as well as even like internal operations. And we've been doing this for a while now, and since probably like last fall, summer, and it's completely sort of changed how quickly we can move, how many iterations or experimentations we can run, and also the depth of research and sort of thoughtfulness that we can implement, because we have sort of this assistant that can do a lot of the sort of manual research that we used to do ourselves. So I am like completely bullish on Claude Code being sort of the main driver. It's my belief that it should be the main driver, if it isn't already, for basically every GTM team. And I'm hoping that, with this first video of how to like set up Claude Code, it helps you to get started. And hopefully I'll be making more videos in the future where I can sort of give you a peek into how we use it to hopefully inspire you and kind of make you think about different use cases. So without further ado, let's get started. On my computer, I already have Claude Code installed, so I have spun up a virtual machine that will kind of do this together with. And so first is a direct download of Node.js. So Claude Code requires Node.js on your computer to run. By the way, this is for Mac OS, so it's going to look a little bit different if you're running Windows. Sorry, I can't help you there. I'm sure there's a lot of other YouTube videos. But if you have Mac OS and you don't have Node.js installed just yet, you'll need Node.js, not just for Claude Code, but also if you want Claude Code to like write you quick scripts and things like that. You can write a lot of the scripts in JavaScript, and Node.js is sort of the runtime environment for JavaScript, so this will be very useful. So let's go here. So I'm going to nodejs.org. Click on Get Node.js, and then Mac OS installer. So that's the LTS version 24.12.0. That looks good. That looks good. I think X is for Intel chips, and ARM is for Apple chips. 4 is Apple, and x64 is Intel. Great. Okay. And it even tells me how to check my Mac's processor, but I already know. So I'm just going to use, great, Mac OS. So we'll download this. Now let's look at the next steps. So I'll just run this. There we go. So once you've downloaded it, there we go. Install Node.js. Great. Continue. Continue. Agree. Install. Perfect. The package has been installed, and that's it. And I'll remove the installer because I don't need it anymore. And then, once Node.js is installed, install Claude Code globally. So what I can do is, now what I do is I open up the terminal. Right? And I can simply copy this and say, oh, I can't do that. Okay, npm install global Anthropic AI. Okay. Claude Code. Okay, so it says I've run into some issues, right? Well, the easiest way to do it is to copy this and again ask Claude Code. I know that you won't be able to ask Claude Code, but you can do the same thing with Claude, right? So I'm just going to copy. Oops. I'm going to copy this. Oh, I guess I can't copy it. So then what I can do is just take a screenshot. I think it's because I have a virtual machine that's running here, and it's a little bit different. So I'm just going to copy this way and just paste the screenshot, and you can see image here. And it'll be able to look at that image and then tell me what I need to do. Oh, perfect. So I just need to use sudo, which is running it as an admin, and I just need to give it the password. So that's what I'll do. So I'll say, okay, so sudo npm install g Anthropic AI Claude Code. And then it asks for my password for my Mac, so I'll give it the password. And then I will initialize Claude here. So he says, let's get started. Choose a text style that looks best with your terminal. I kind of like dark mode, so I'll use dark mode. And then it asks, I don't know if you can see this very well. There we go. And then it asks, what do you want to do in terms of using your Claude subscription or use API usage? I would never, ever recommend using API usage because sometimes it just runs a lot of tokens and your cost can just kind of get out of control. So I would always recommend getting a subscription. Oh, there we go. Access Claude Code on the web and in your terminal. So it starts at $17. This, if you start using Claude Code as sort of your main work partner or assistant, you'll definitely run out of your usage, and so you can start here, and then probably once you've built conviction that this is the right tool for you, you can probably go over to max $100, and then if you actually subscribe for the $200, even though you're jumping from $100 to $200, which is 2x increase in price, you actually get 4x more usage. So so I would probably just start with this, then go to this, and then upgrade to $200 if you start running out of usage. Anyways, so always definitely get a subscription, and then it'll open the browser here. But basically, it would ask you to log in, and then either if you are able to just log in, you don't even have to do this part. If you don't, if you have to do it manually because the browser didn't open, then you would just copy this, paste it, get the code, and then paste the code here. I only can't, like, I could do it, but I'm not going to because the code is really long. And then after that, you're basically logged in, and I'll show you that on my setup, just right here. And you would basically say, something like, you basically say something like this, and you're basically in. So you could say like, hey, what's the weather like in Toronto right now? That has nothing to do with GTM, but I just want to show you that now you can like basically talk to Claude, right? The last thing I'll say here is that I'm actually using what's called an IDE, which basically helps you look at the code as well as a terminal in sort of like one app. This might be useful if you're starting to create a lot of files, and whether they're code files or markdown files, which you will use a lot for go-to-market, this will be useful. The one that I'm using is called Cursor, and I'm just on the free plan. I used to be a paying subscriber of Cursor to do some coding, and now I've completely switched over to Claude Code, so I've downgraded to free, and I find that it's more than enough. So you can go to cursor.com, I think. So you can download it here. If you don't want to use Cursor, another great alternative is VS Code, which is owned by Microsoft and is completely free. And it just has a really good ecosystem of different plugins that you can use for like better visualization, better like coding help. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend using something like this. And then downloading this, starting it, and then you can basically go to terminal, and there is the shortcut, keyboard shortcut, which is Control Shift Backtick, which then opens a terminal, and you can kind of just start by typing Claude in here. And then just one more thing is when you type in Claude, it'll ask you, like, do you trust Claude to give it access to this directory? If you haven't initialized Claude in that directory yet, you can just say yes, and then it'll start doing that. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful. And now that we've kind of gotten this out of the way, I'm excited to hopefully create more videos on like how to actually use Claude Code for like GTM use cases or just like non-coding use cases. Cool. Thanks, and obviously let me know if you have any questions.